One of my projects for December was to grow a beard for no reason whatsoever. But I just decided I'm going to grow, over December, I'm going to grow a beard. And then it just continued happening. I've trimmed it a couple of times. I generally trim it to a 2 or a 3, and then it grows back. It's a very healthy beard. I'm very happy with my beard. In terms of beards, because it's available if I want to. Unlike this, it's available if I want it. And so I trimmed it down here, and then I had it trimmed to here, and Fred suggested why don't I trim it to here. I tell you, this is just a lot more hair maintenance on my face than I wanted. The goatee doesn't seem like that much trouble to me, but the beard just feels scruffy. It feels like I sometimes will comb it just to keep it from, the little hairs feel like they curl under and jab me in the face, whereas they don't here because maybe I'm just used to it. So I'm going to shave this down, I'm going to trim this up, and I'm going to come back and report on it. Because inquiring minds want to know or something? I don't know. And here it is. It is probably 15 minutes later, and I have taken this off and I've trimmed this down, possibly a little low, but it'll grow back. And most importantly, here's the thing with having this whole thing going on is I have to shave every couple of days, even if it's just this, I have to shave every couple of days because this piece around here, right under our hair, gets stubbly, and it gets, especially around here, so annoying, which I think not a lot of people know. Anyway, that's what's going on with this. I have thought about taking this off completely. I started growing this back in the 90s. I was in my 30s. It was a little darker, but not a whole lot. It was still had some white in it already had, I should say, it already had some white in it. And I was involved in square dancing, and I was friends with some guys in California. And I lived in New York, and I would go to San Francisco, and we'd hang out. And they all had beards, and so when I would go there, I would kind of grow a goatee or a beard to go visit, just so I could, I don't know, fit in or whatever, look-wise. Because it was a kind of a, I won't say bearish, but it was a very bearded California 90s quality to that, and I just wanted to fit in. So I grew that, and then it just became a part of my face, and I would play around with different things. I had a soul patch for a while. I've never had just a mustache except for maybe a couple of days One time I took all of this off, so that it just had a handlebar mustache, and I hated it so much because it made me feel like an old leather queen. Not that being an old leather queen is a bad thing if you're an old leather queen, but I didn't want to look like an old leather queen. Also, I was in my 30s, for Christ's sake, and I thought I was looking like an old leather queen. Whatever. But then it just sort of became a part of my face, and for the past, maybe 10 or 15 for sure. It has been maybe more, probably more. It's been part of my face. And a couple of times I've shaved it off. I shaved it off last April because I got this, it was a modeling job. I was a guy who was laying on a thing getting x-rayed by this technician. And she was pretending to x-ray me, and I was laying there, but they wanted no facial hair, so I shaved that off. And I was paid quite a bit for that. I think $475 for this modeling gig, which they'd call me again. I'd shave it off like that. And I shaved it off one time just because I had a big full beard, and then I did this whole six picture montage, which I'm going to try to find and throw it in here. Oh, look, there it is. And my sister hated it so much. And she said, "Oh my God, you got to grow that back as fast as possible." She just hated it. And there's a lot of stuff that it really does feel like it changes the shape of my face. My lip looks different. My chin looks different. from what I'm used to looking at. So I just keep wearing it. And it has grown wider and I don't care. And somehow I feel like there's a better balance. I don't know. Maybe if I could be convinced if someone said, here's why you should take it off. Here's what you could do with your look. Because I feel like there's not that many ways to change my look and to play with my look. So facial hair is it. And it grows in just like anybody else. Like normal, like most people, I was going to say normal people. it, grows, it grows in like most people's head hair, just people say, I'm going to try a new hairstyle. I don't like it. It grows back out, whatever. Same with my facial hair. So I can try that. It's just, and I could dye it if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Anyway, so that's the story of my facial hair. And I will probably have it for a while. So I said to Fred last night, I'm shaving my beard off tomorrow, just so you know. And I've said this a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. He says, oh, why? Why don't you just trim it down or whatever? He appears to like it. Now, he may just be covetous of my ability to grow a beard because his grows in a little patchy in places. And he may just be a little covetous of that, but I think he actually likes it. So he said, why? And I said, well, I'm going to do some videos and I don't want the beard in the videos. I want it to just be like me, like goatee me. So he appears to like it. And so I told him, well, maybe in like 10 years, I'll just grow a big old beard and keep it or something like that because I won't care. I do think it ages me slightly, but I don't know. There's probably other things that age me slightly. I can't think of anything right now, but there's probably other things that age me slightly. So this feels less agey than this. I was going to say more youthful. It doesn't feel youthful, but it feels like the beard ages me more. It almost goes to a Santa Claus thing. Last story with the beard. Years ago, before I shaved the entire thing off, I grew the beard out. I was just going to let it grow. And I think I was trimming it, but who knows? So I just let it grow and grow and grow. And I was at school and I had this fairly thick white beard and I was wearing a red sweater and I walked by myself, a reflection of myself, and thought, oh no, you're totally working the Santa Claus look. And I didn't like that. I was like, I'm not into the Santa Claus look. I know people who are into the Santa Claus look, but I am not into the Santa Claus look. I'm not trying to look like a 1,000-year-old guy who lives with elves. So I'm just like trying to look like a 55-year-old guy who lives with a Dutch guy who can't grow a beard. That's all I'm trying for. Anyway, so that's it. That's the story of the beard. The story of the beard and that's all she wrote. Signing off.